Welcome back, everybody. Hopefully you guys are having a fantastic morning or afternoon. It is the weekend, so hopefully you guys are enjoying that. Hopefully you guys are staying safe with this crazy weather we're having. It's ridiculous what's going on in December. But I do appreciate the support from you guys. I appreciate the people subscribing. I really appreciate the people that have stuck around over the last year and a half, almost 2 years, I believe. And if there's anything that you guys want to see, let me know and I'll try to make a video on that, or some of the topics of the snakes that I do own. I am a huge fan of boas, you guys know this, but over the last probably year, I've really dove pretty far into the ball python world. At first, my first two snakes that I ever bought about 7 years ago were ball pythons, which I think is very common in this industry, is buying the ball pythons and then getting into other stuff. So started really getting heavy into the boas, love the boas, and then I just really didn't have any desire to get the ball python stuff until about a year ago. And then I started seeing all this crazy pied stuff and crazy clown stuff, and I just wanted to kind of up the collection and get some stuff that I liked, that seemed unique for me and that I really wanted to see every single day. So right now we kind of have a escapee. So most of the people are here to see the boas. I know ball pythons are super played out, or it seems, and I don't mean that in a bad way. I just the way I see it, I know people tell me that it's not how it is, but I feel like the ball python world is heavily saturated, and everybody gets ball pythons, and everybody wants to breed ball pythons. It's not a bad thing. I wouldn't mind putting a couple together that I have, but just to buy a couple, or for me to buy these and be like, now I'm going to be a breeder, like, that's not my intention. I don't want to keep oversaturating the market, but I think some of the stuff that I have is a little bit, I don't know. You guys can tell me. I feel like I still have basic stuff, but not like the most basic stuff. Because when I'm seeing all this ridiculous stuff from all these high-end breeders, especially Ozzy and everybody else, like, some of their stuff's like insane, like $10,000, $12,000, $15,000 ball pythons. It's like, it's crazy. Like, when does it end? But for those of you who are watching this, I appreciate it, because I know there's a bazillion ball python videos out there on the internet. But I'll just show you guys what I have, talk a little bit about them, and maybe some future plans. So a lot of this stuff, they're babies. They're 2020 and 2021s, just on the pied stuff. And I do have clowns, and I do have a few other cool stuff that's not clown and not pied. So I don't know where to start. We'll start over here with this nice little row, and then of course, on the prison cells, I have some over here. I'm very, very heavy on the females, so we'll start over here since this lady is trying to escape. So it's a Pastel Pied, and everybody knows about the Pastel Pieds. I think everybody probably has owned one, or a lot of people do own the pastels. So pastels, I think, look really nice. The pastels do show some green on the eyes, and then we can see the pattern. So this is a very, very high pattern, lowish white pied, and I really like that. She has great markings on her, and then we see her belly is, if she'll flip around, all white. So the pieds do have all white bellies, which is a good indication that you do have one, but a lot of people don't know if they have pastels or something else. But the pastels, I know, do influence some eye color. And I'm not an expert on anything. I'm not an expert on ball pythons. I just hear bits and pieces around the internet, and I try to take that in. And I'm trying to learn as much as I can about the ball pythons, because there's so many combinations out right now, and new stuff. It seems like people are producing new stuff every week. So that's a female. I do believe I have 3 males. So I don't know. I don't know if I need more males or not. But we have a male Mahogany Pied, and This guy's 50-50 on the the coloration, and then the white, and then of course the white belly. But the Mahoganys do really cool stuff, and this is a male. I cannot afford a female, and the males are expensive as well. But since it's a male, you can breed males within 6 months, but I don't have any females, so he's going to be at least a year before he can breed anything. So maybe I'll get maybe I can hit a female out of that, and then that'll save me some money, and then I can go into a future project or something like that. So if you do put 2 Mahoganys together, correct me if I'm wrong, but I do believe you get the Sumo, and those are really awesome. They're like $6,000. So that's the only reason why those are so expensive, is because they make the super form, and those are expensive. Unfortunately, this lady right here is in shed, but she probably still looks pretty good in shed, and she looks even better out of shed. So obviously that light kind of sucks. So the cool thing about the bananas, or the female bananas, are they're pretty rare. If you get the females, they do produce other females, and the males that they produce carry the genetics to produce more females. So if you get a male, you're basically making the male-female markers on those. So you can get a male. They're a little bit more expensive than the regular males, just because you can't hit on the females, which are expensive, and they're pretty cool. So this is one of the younger black pastel pieds, and I do have 2 of them. I have one that's a little over a year, and we'll look at her later, and she's pretty massive. She's almost 700 grams at over a year, which is pretty good, I think. But I really like the coloration on these. I like how they're super high white. This one just has the only marking on her head. Some have like 1 or 2 little blotches here and there, like one down at the tail, but she just looks super clean, almost all white with just a little bit of a head marking. And so just a quick ramble. I do have a 2020, which I could pair up with, the Mahogany, and I could get more black pastels. So I have to wait a year for that, and then I have to wait another 2 years if I get another female. So I figured I would just buy another female, and I wouldn't have to wait as long. But if I get a male, that would be cool, because these make the pandas, and pandas are super hard to hit on the odds, and the pandas do have birth defects. So even if you hit them, you still have to watch out for shark jaw and some other weird little kinks that they have. But if you hit a perfect panda, I mean, that's gold right there. They're going, I think last time I saw they're 4,000 or 5,000, a lot. So this one is in shed, and she's feeding live. She's on weans. She unfortunately has bite marks, so judge me on that. But she's in shed, and so once she sheds out, all of these little marks will go away. I am happy to say that her last feeding last week, she ate a pre-killed. So no more bite marks, no more anything. And you can kind of see on her, but she'll be a lot brighter when I show her after her shed. So it's an Enchi ivory, so it's a super yellow belly, and it's a pied. So you can kind of see the pied markings on her. Nice markings on her head. It has black eyes. So to get the super yellow belly back out of her, I would have to put another yellow belly with her, and then obviously I'd have to hit the odds on that. So that's one of the big things that makes me nervous about breeding, is that you can have really cool stuff and you could just not hit the odds on anything and just get a bunch of normal pieds. So you could drop a ton of money into a lot of these animals and not get what you want out of them, which makes me a little nervous on the breeding. But I know anything that you put Pied to Pied with, you're going to get cool stuff out of it. So that is this whole section right here. Cruising right along. And the Fire Enchi Yellow Belly Pied. So I got to clean out her cage. It's 2021 and she's getting some size on her. Really cool markings. I love the head pattern on her. And having fire is really cool because the fire does keep the color enhanced as they get older. Because most of us know ball pythons tend to lose their color as they get into adults. And then the fire just kind of helps keep the coloration a little bit. So the yellow belly, you can see the pixelations on down here at the bottom of the markings. And then the Enchi kind of gives it that lower white. So I have been told Enchi does throw green eyes, but I don't know if that really does anything if there's a bunch of combinations with it. That's just what I've heard. And then this dude right here is taking his paper with him. So I've been also told that Yellow Belly, Enchi, Orange Dream, and Leopard are all combos that can be difficult to tell if you mix them together as babies. And guess what I have? I have all those genes that are supposedly hard to tell, which I wish I knew before. So this guy right here is an Orange Dream, Enchi, Leopard, a Pied. So really want to show his eyes. So he does have the green eyes right there. Really cool looking eyes. Really nice body. Really nice color and pattern on him. So it'll be interesting if I do breed because, like I said, I've been told Enchi can throw a nice orangey color. And so some people don't know if it's really Orange Dream or if it's Enchi. So we'll cross that bridge when we have to. But I know if you put another Orange Dream to it and you get the Super Orange Dream, you can totally tell what they are. So we have a basic female 2020 Pied, and this girl is in shed. So that's just a normal, still looks really good. High white, very high white. And I'm thinking about if I would probably put the Orange Dream Enchi Leopard to her or the Mahogany. So who knows? And then we have the black Pastel, which here she is. She looks a little dirty. This girl's big. She's almost 700 grams and she was born last year. She looked like the baby that I just showed previously, all white, and then she just started randomly showing up with these black spots right here, which is really cool. I don't really know if she's going to get more or if that one will get any. So kind of unique, kind of cool. So I mean, it's really cool that she's growing. She's super healthy. She looks a little fat, but she's I think she's going to be going into shed here pretty soon. So that is it on all the Pieds. So I know it's a super long video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. We'll try to cut this off here, and just so I'm not using up all your day. And I appreciate you guys checking out the videos, watching the videos, and commenting. I like interacting with you guys. So also, I do have Instagram. If you guys have Instagram, let me know. I'll follow you guys. I want to see what you guys have and your setups and your breeding plans and stuff like that. So hopefully you guys have an awesome weekend. I'll see you guys on the next video.